As a younger generation, we should leap at the opportunity to learn from our local geriatrics population. Some are, unfortunately, displaying the physical, social, and emotional effects of what we now know to have been an unhealthy trend in the aging process. 79-year-old Dominic displays the disposition of the fleeting era of coal mining in our county. His voice is coarse, raspy, the skin on his hands and arms leathery. Dyspnea and shortness of breath confine him to only the downstairs of the home he still shares with his wife on Palo Alto's Cadbury Street. The only sounds accompanying his words are his wheezing, his occasional cough, and the hum of his oxygen concentrator, the oxygen which barely alleviates the symptoms of his disease. A beautiful August afternoon in 1957, Dominic reminisces, he left his high school job at Riley Stables for what became a career in coal mining. Recently married, his wife Annie now expecting, it just made sense to get a real job at the local colliery in Palo Alto, just blocks from his house. It would be a good living for his family, with good benefits. When the colliery burned down in the 70s, Dominic was moved to the new St. Nicholas Breaker to complete his 48-year coal mining career. Just 2 years after retirement, he was diagnosed with emphysema and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It was recognized to be pneumoconiosis, black lung, a year later. Today, he is also in congestive heart failure. Dominic recalls the progression of his debilitating disease in his final years of working. He remembers how his breathing made a huge impact on his family, his life. He finally sought help when he could no longer engage in the hobbies he so enjoyed. Once, he remembers, after running up the stairs, I couldn't breathe, couldn't scream for anybody, felt ready to pass out. I didn't know a thing about black lung or mine-related lung diseases. He warns the current generation, think about your family, think about the things you want to do, and take care of yourself. His only regret is not noticing what was happening sooner. Working in Schuylkill County's coal mines predispositioned Dominic and others to coal workers' pneumoconiosis, both simple and complicated forms. CWP is caused by chronic inhalation of dust from high-carbon coal, such as our infamous anthracite. As coal dust accumulates in the lungs, a coal macule may form. As the disease progresses, the macules turn into coal nodules, an abnormality in lung tissue. If the nodules grow large enough, they hinder and eventually stop the airflow in the airways. CWP usually causes no symptoms until it has progressed into chronic fibrosis or emphysema. After a Fulmer Spices assessment to potentially identify further risks and scoring Dominic a 17 on the Braden scale, it's determined that the plan of care should promote as active a lifestyle as he's able to manage. Pressure redistributing cushions and reposition encouragement are necessary to prevent development of pressure ulcers. Dominic wishes to remain at home as long as possible. After I evaluated his chosen environment with a home safety assessment, I learned his family had already modified Dominic and Annie's home, which is safe and fall risk is low. Despite his breathing difficulties and failing heart, Dominic scored a 4 on the CATS index, indicating he is functionally independent and can remain at home. There is no cure for black lung, only symptom management. Oxygen therapy and medications for pain, pulmonary and heart function, and inhalers accompany his care plan. Dominic would like to tell new nurses to not only nurse the ill, but remind patients of their optional health screenings, not just for black lung, but for all preventable diseases. He says, I thought there was nothing that could stop me, but I was wrong.